Hey, it's Sunday, May 18th, 2025. This is Wes Fryer. I want to talk about how I clean my RecTeq grill, my RecTeq RT-700 bull grill. These are my grill grates, and I'm actually doing what has become kind of an annual, major clean. I was mistakenly, I think, over cleaning my grill grates in the early years. I have been using this amazing, wonderful grill since COVID, basically, which was 2020, 2019. I started a little earlier than that, on my smoking journey of, smoking delicious barbecue meats and especially brisket. That was probably in 2018, when I got a $100 propane smoker, but, used the COVID money, from the government to get a nice smoker. And so, what I'm going to do is go ahead and open this thing up, take out my drip pan and, the cover from the firebox. I forget what that's called, the blast shield. Anyway, because I've got a lot of built up, pellets, powder in there, and ash. I have a lot of ash. And I also was kind of overdoing that. So my plan is, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing vacuumed out, and then I'm going to go inside and I'm going to wash this off. And this, it's like a Carbona. I'll put the thing in here. Basically it's this bag in a liquid, and usually I just leave it in the bag, overnight, and then I'll wash it. But because of schedule and we got some rain and other things, it's actually been in here for 3 days. So you can certainly leave it in longer. I think the longer you leave it in, the more, it works on all of your, baked on carbon and everything that's on those grill grates. And so these things should come out, just, spectacular. Unfortunately, I don't have any children left at our house who are willing to help me record. And so anyway, I'm just going to do this without help, using my little tripod. So really, really important to use aluminum foil to get that drip pan covered. And so as you can see in here, and I'll zoom in a little bit. I mean, I have a lot of ash in here, and who knows, this may be a year's worth. One of the most important things is to keep the thermometer over here, clean, and not let that thing get too dirty. Because that thing is that thermometer is what maintains the temp, with the PID computer over here all the time, when I'm cooking. But it really doesn't terribly hinder things. I've found to have quite a bit of ash in here, but you do get some ash in your cooks. And so anyway, I'm going to get a trash can. I'm going to go ahead and take out a lot of this, I guess, just with a shovel, and then I'll go ahead and use my vacuum cleaner, which is kind of actually hurting a little bit, but it will get it vacuum clean. I'll get the rest of it cleaned out. Let me go get my shovel.
Bajo la luna llena, una gata elegante paseaba sin pena, con ojos de aceituna y paso de reina. Buscaba en la noche su cena pequeña. Ay, ay.
All right. This is absolutely as clean as my grill ever gets. So, I don't know what you find. I mean, obviously you can clean it more often, and your cook is going to have less pellet dust in it, I guess. But yeah, this is what I do. So look at this, so clean. Look at that fire pot. Look at this. This is as clean as it gets. So I do spend some time, just cleaning the outside a little bit. But in terms of the inside, that's it. This is my spring clean. So I'll go ahead and put a few pellets here in the firebox to get things going the next time. Usually the auger, goes ahead and puts some pellets down in there so that it is ready to go for the next fire. But that looks good. And we'll get the flash shield here. It was actually thanks to a video that I was doing talking about cleaning this or something, that at one point somebody told me, hey, look, why are you putting it on wrong? This is bent a little bit for me. It has been, but doesn't affect the performance. All right, so that goes back in. The drip pan goes back in. And now we're going to go inside and we're going to take this nasty thing and we're going to get it amazingly clean using some cheap Brillo pads that I bought at Walmart. All right, here we go with kind of the nasty and dirty part. But this is absolutely the best way I found to clean these grill grates. As you might have seen during the slow motion, whatever that was, time lapse, it was a time lapse, vacuuming out the dust there from the pellets. I use a metal wire brush to brush my grates. I've tried a lot of different techniques for that. It does keep the grates, fairly clean. But anyway, this is the annual spring clean. And again, I'll put this in here. It is this, I think it's called a Carbona bag and chemical liquid that you pour in. I've never left it in here as long. So this is going to be fantastic. What I'm going to do is now take my lovely Walmart steel wool soap pads, and I'll probably use, several of these. But I'm going to go ahead and open this up. This has got a ton of yucky sludge in it. And so I'm going to remove these grates one at a time. I don't think I'm going to pour that yucky sludge out in my sink. All right, here we go. And now we're going to go ahead, turn on the water. Get a little bit warm here. All right, and now let's see if the magic is visible, because getting your grill grates sparkling clean, it doesn't get any easier than this. All right, so we'll go into time-lapse mode here. Let me dry my hands.
Tras un ratoncito que al baile la reta, el ratón pequeñito de agallas lleno corría por las calles del adoquinado suelo, con queso en la mente, pero el destino tan fiero se topó con la gata. Ay, 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 la gata flamenca.
So here's a little bit before and after. I'm a quarter of the way done. This is where I'm going. This is the backside where it is just, we're talking caked on carbon. This is like a year of carbon. It's just nasty. It's nasty, nasty, nasty. And so I've got this top grate, if you can see it, and you'll really be able to see it well when I put it back on the grill. I've got a little bit of extra to still take off here on the top, but yeah, this is making a huge, huge difference and improvement. So, but there is a lot of elbow grease still involved. So much easier, though, when you soak the grates like that, at least overnight, if not for a couple.
Mas cuando la gata pensaba que ganaba un ladrido en la noche, de pronto resonaba un perro valeroso a la escena. Llegaba y ahora gata sorprendida escapaba. Ay, 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 la gata flamenca corre por las calles, la noche la espanta. Ay, ay, ay.
Okay. Wow. So one grate done, one grate still to go. Not every single, there's a little bit of carbon left, but boy, that is a huge, huge, radical improvement over this. All right. I'm going to spare you the pain of trying to watch me clean the second one. So I'm putting this one out, I clean the second one, and I'll meet you back out by the grill when they're both clean. Okay, I actually decided to share just a little bit of video with the second guy, just so you can like see in real time how amazingly quick this carbon comes off. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. Maybe I'll be able to zoom in when the grates have soaked in this chemical. Okay, I mean that is amazing, amazing. Okay, now still a little bit of elbow grease, but holy cow! Okay, that does not come off that easily if you just try to wash this after your cook without doing some kind of chemical wash. Whew! All right. We're done. And here is the result. Now, there are a few small pieces of carbon there that I missed, but man, most of it is all there. And it's so wonderful, number one, to not have to do this very often because this takes a bit of elbow grease and it's a pain. And like I said, when I started, 7 years ago or something, 6 years ago, I thought I needed to get this thing spick and span clean out after every cook. And my experience has been, I absolutely don't. I don't think I'm endangering my family in any way. And yeah, it is part of my routine now for the spring. So thank you for watching. My name's Wes Fryer. I have a channel called Cook with Wes. I actually post most of my cooking videos on my main W. Fryer cooking channel, but you can find all of my videos in a playlist that I created at wfryer.me/cook. You can also find favorite family recipes at food.wesfryer.com. I actually made a cookbook for Christmas, and I need to do a separate video about that. But anyway, I love to cook, and I don't love to clean, but it's something we got to do, and I hope this is helpful to you. So if you have better techniques, if you've got improvements, if you've got suggestions, let me know in the comments, and keep enjoying cooking and sharing barbecue. Share the barbecue love. We need more of that.
Mas cuando la gata pensaba